Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will be recording a virtual field trip video for subject tour planning and design subject. And my place for the virtual field trip video is Muzium. Muzium Padi Alostar, located in Alostar, Kedah, was established on 12 October 2004. The museum was constructed on a land belonged to the Malaysian Agriculture Development Authority at the cost of Malaysian ringgit 24.7 million. It was inaugurated and opened on 12 October 2004 by Kedah Sultan Abdul Halim. The museum is a 3-story building with a total area of 12,000 meters. It resembles bushels of harvested rice stalks decorated with rice motifs. The murals on the museum wall was done by 60 artists from North Korea. Here, they will show tourist exhibits, Padi cultivation process in Malaysia, and the tools and equipment for the process over the past decades. With that, tourists will be exposed to one of the most knowledge that has been practiced for centuries. The museum opens every day for public from 9 AM to 5 PM. 3 activities that tourists can do when visit Muzium Padi is: first, they can visit Gunung Kriang. Gunung Kriang or Mount Kriang is a 250 million year old lump of mainly limestone rock, which is said to be in the shape of an elephant and reaches a height of 218 meters. It is located about 8 kilometers northwest of Alostar, close to the Muzium Padi, Kedah. On the southeastern edge of the hills is the Gunung Kriang Recreational Park, which has walking trails with concrete railings and viewing gazebos. Tourists can hike up top to obtain good views of the surrounding rice plants. Other than that, Kriang Hill also got resort where tourists can stay at a reasonable price. Kriang Hill Resort is a great choice for accommodation when visiting Alostar. With its convenient location, the property offers easy access to the city's must-see destinations. Tourists can enjoy the view at the resort while they stay there. Next, they can drop by Pekan Rabu to buy some gifts such as keychain, bracelets, and t-shirts quality. Then, Pekan Rabu also got spices that tourists can buy with more reasonable price as it was made by local people, or we call it as a homemade. So basically at the Muzium Padi, we could learn the process. So basically at the Muzium Padi, we could learn the process of making rice from the first that we plant the tree, then we harvest, and then we make it as a rice. Other than that, here we also got the tools, the collection of tools in the museum. We could know name of some tools that old local people use in the process of making rice. So that is all from my virtual field trip video. Next, we're gonna see my partner's virtual video field trip here.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Lini. My name is Fatin Naja from 8101 from class 3.1. Today I'm going to do some field trip video about Pulau Perhentian. Okay, so the name Perhentian means stopping point in Malay, referring to the island traditional role as a waypoint for traders between Bangkok and Malaysia. The island was partially inhabited by fishermen for centuries, although tourism now accounts for most economic activity. The Perhentian Islands appear on many maps of the 19th and 20th century as the Station Islands. This arises from the British colonial period. As an English translation of stopping point, Pulau Perhentian was one of the islands where Vietnamese refugees of food people landed during the 1970s. The two Perhentian Islands are rated as some of the most beautiful islands in the world. A visual paradise for diving and snorkeling in warm crystal clear water in an extremely idyllic and laid-back setting. Pulau Perhentian is located at the northeastern coast of Peninsula Malaysia in South China Sea, some 21 km from the coast of Kuala Besut in Terengganu. It consists of two islands, Pulau Perhentian Besar and Pulau Perhentian Kecil. Both islands are surrounded by beautiful palm trees, sandy beaches, and crystal clear turquoise blue sea. All manners of aquatic life is visible both far and from the beach, such as turtles, sharks, rays, and beautiful coral reefs surrounded by thousands of tropical fish. There are more than 20 dive sites just around Perhentian Island itself, from a nice relaxing reef dive to adventurous shipwrecks, exciting deep dive and swim through rocky virgin jungle provides hours of adventure for trekkers who may change open flying falls, long tail, macaques, and monitor lizards, while the underneath marine life shows off splendid garden of coral with abundant colorful leaf fish. Nature tourism provides the economic base for the islands. Both of the islands have palm trees, white coral, sand beaches, and turquoise blue sea. Popular tourist activities include scuba diving, snorkeling, and swimming. On most beaches, the water is shallow with the many rays, cuttlefish, and parrotfish. For diving, there are dozens of dive sites around both main islands, as well as several offshore sites. Apart from these, activities like camping, canoeing, fishing, jellyfishing, and banana boat riding are also available. The tropical waters around the Perhentians are clear with turquoise hues. The designated marine park in the island has corals and fish. Life is quite excellent. During peak season, the waters are calm, which is excellent for a learning dive with one of the dive centers on the island. In contrast to the neighboring island of Langtengah and Redang, the Perhentian Islands have a wide assortment of accommodation ranging from budget to mid-range. Most of the accommodation can be found on both the Perhentian Besar and the larger island, and Perhentian Kecil, the smaller island. The Perhentian Islands has a tropical climate with temperatures daily around 30 degrees Celsius and frequent brief thunderstorms. A rise in tourism in Pulau has led to the expansion of many different resorts and many options for snorkelers and divers alike. It is possible to get Padi certified at various locations and take advantage of the various reefs and coral reef. The Perhentian Island are home to numerous different species of monitor lizards, peremes, spider, and geckos in the water, and on the coral reef, sea turtle, clownfish, cuttlefish, blue spotted ring, and black-capped sharks swim freely among many others. Perhentian Islands, the interior of the islands, is covered by jungle with a wide variety of species. You can watch monitor lizards, monkeys, peacocks, flying squirrels, bats, butterflies, and other types. There are no roads and only a few paths connecting several beaches. So the islands are mainly peaceful and untouched. However, you can take water taxi from one to another place. Apart of diving and snorkeling, you can enjoy some easy jungle trekking, rent a kayak, and explore some of Perhentian's inhabited beaches, or the local fishing village, create your own souvenir with Padi, or simply spoil yourself with a relaxing massage after a day sunbathing on the beach. For those of you who like more action, there are shops with offer water skiing, banana boat riding, rock climbing, and if it's wavy, mostly from end of October and of February, you can go surfing and wakeboarding as well. Speedboat to both Perhentian Islands leave almost every hour from Kuala Besut during regular business hours. The boat ride lasts approximately 40 minutes and can be arranged by one of the many jetty operators or in operation in many of the resorts. Travelers from Kuala Lumpur or other destination can fly, train, or bus to either Kuala Terengganu or Kota Baru. From either town, the jetty park in Kuala Besut is accessible by taxi. The minivan service is very in prices, and there are many different companies that offer service to and from various destinations. The easiest way to travel around the island is by walk taxi, which can be arranged at most resorts. The Perhentian Islands experience a heavy monsoon season between November and February, and most of the islands are essentially closed off to tourists. Resorts and ferry services are stopped during this time due to the weather, but there is still a boat service daily to serve the fisherman village at Pulau Perhentian. On average, each year, the Perhentian Islands receive over 100 inches of rain and experiences roughly 12 daily light hours on average. The Perhentian Island were once home to a significant green and hawksbill sea turtle nesting population. The Department of Fisheries runs a turtle hatchery on the islands to help address the declining turtle population. Egg poaching from the beaches is a continuing problem. Last but not least, Perhentian is a place you can't experience fully just by hearing about it. You will have to go there to know what it is really like. It is a paradise you can relax and enjoy yourself. If you have not planned where to go for your next holiday, I definitely recommend that you go to Perhentian Island. So, that's all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.